Well, look at Chris Janson. Just look at him all. You know, you kind of look like you don't tend your beard, but I know you do.
Thank you.
It's a fine line you're running.
Well,
I like it.
Thank you. The untending comes from me. The tending comes from Kelly, and I pretty much just do what she says. I get up in the morning, and she's like, "Here, you should wear that." I'm like, "Cool." I don't really care, man. If it was up to me, I'd be in like
camo all the time.
Totally, and baggy Carhartt pants and stuff.
Hey, when's the last time you ate squirrel?
Have you ever had squirrel?
Oh, yeah, about 6 months ago.
6 months ago. And can you please tell these people that it is good and it is a delicacy?
Wonderful.
Bubba get on Twitter. He's like, "Hey, when's the last time y'all ever had squirrel?" You can move that mic down.
It's wonderful, actually.
I don't mind. I can see
It really is a good thing. And also, again, like I'm going to say, it was the only, if you wanted to hunt pretty much year round, that was the only thing that was pretty much always in season.
I mean, I grew up squirrel hunting. I mean, it was just kind of like, it's just, I grew up doing it. And, of course, young Jesse, my youngest, he loves to do it and always he's begging to do it. There is a regulated season, though, so you got to follow the guideline. But it's wonderful.
I haven't had it in like 20 years, so I don't know. I don't know what the seasons are. I don't know any of that yet.
I eat a lot of wild game, man. It's real healthy for you, and it's a great way to get back to our nature. Actually, people, you just got to realize that hunting and fishing, done in in the right proportion, is good for conservation.
Yeah.
Yes.
You two are like the grossest. I can never even.
Couldn't eat a squirrel?
No, I couldn't. I don't like duck. I don't even like duck.
Oh, man, duck is like my favorite.
Oh, it's terrible.
I love duck gumbo. As a matter of fact, the last time I had squirrel, it was in a gumbo full of duck.
Yeah, duck and squirrel gumbo.
Yeah.
That is Dee's biggest nightmare right there,
some
culinary-wise.
There's nothing better than putting stuff into like an old school can cooker and putting it on an open fire and just letting it roast.
You like potted meat, too?
I do.
I do too.
He eats it with crackers. He eats saltine crackers and potted meat and good fish.
I don't even need the crackers. I'll just stick my finger in there. And you have to watch out because the rim is sharp.
I like God. I like you need, and I say God because you need prayer. I like the what am I saying? I like to go to the dollar store and buy the
Vienna sausages.
Sardines.
Oh,
anchovies and sardines. That's wonderful. There's nothing better than that in hot sauce.
Finally found something that doesn't make you twins.
Well, no, I have eaten. Eaten sardines, and actually it's good hiking food. That's the only time I've ever done it because that salt.
Yeah.
When you're out like on the trail is pretty good.
Let's say, hey, when I go to Waffle House a lot, I'm like one of the only people that orders Worcestershire sauce on everything, and I dump it on everything. And people are like, oh, gosh, like, what are you doing, man? I'm like, it's really healthy for you, actually, because, the number one ingredient in Worcestershire, most people don't know this, is anchovies.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but anyway, you get a lot of good nutrients out of stuff like that, and
that's what I was thinking of is anchovies, not sardines that I was thinking of.
They're both good.
Yeah.
Sardines
salty
sardines
too?
you get, they're salty, but you get those in you can get them in like honey mustard flavor. You get them in like hot, just Louisiana hot sauce.
All right. Chris Janson has a new album out. The album
music.
It's called the Outlaw Side of Me. And we'll talk music and more with Chris Janson on the way. I know sometimes artists are like, where do I fit? Who am I? What's my thing? Who's my side? You are you.
Yep.
Like
I'm Chris Janson, no doubt about it.
And there's no other. Yep. And it comes through not like on stage.
Thank you.
It's like you kind of flip a switch. It looks exhausting, honestly.
I'm sort of Jekyll and Hyde. My wife always says, and she's right. She's right.
Yeah.
Because when I'm off stage, I'm a pretty quiet, reserved kind of guy, and when I'm on stage, you're so on point. It's crazy. Like I can't explain it to you. Truth. I can't explain what's happening. I go into some sort of different kind of stratosphere when I'm up there. Mm-hmm. Everything goes away. I'm not paying attention to anything but the music leading, and then every now and again you like break out of the trance or whatever, but it's very rare.
Do you kind of like almost like kind of forget like you?
Yes.
Go back. I don't even remember what I played.
I don't follow a set list, so I just play.
You just go.
Yeah, I've never followed one. I get so bored with set list. I've done it. I've had to do it for certain scripted things before, and man, it's like you can tell kind of, because or at least I think I can tell because I feel bored doing it. But I just play what I feel like playing. Then so my band just follows along. And sometimes, it's rare that there's a miscue by either me or them or whatever. But we're all friends. It doesn't matter. And if I told my drummer, he's like, what happens if I start something that you don't want to play? And I'm like, I'll just stop you.
You're right. No, not this one. The other one.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's actually a funny part of the show really turns into, because I think people like the authenticity of it, and I'm not a scripted person. I don't really. I'm just going to be me no matter what.
Is there anybody else besides you, Chris Janson, who's not playing with the set list right now?
Yeah, Hank Williams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever played with one. Waylon Jennings never played with one. Right now, I would imagine to say, I don't know this at all, and I could be totally wrong, but just viewing from an outsider looking in, I would say Chris Stapleton probably does not use one. Mm-hmm. He might. I doubt it. He's real.
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody else who really does it, because I really, and I mean this with total respect to everybody else, but I don't pay attention to all the noise. I just kind of do what I want. I know Jamie Johnson doesn't follow one. He just plays what he wants.
I love the chaos. I do. And you're talking about the miscues and all that. No, that's awesome.
It's awesome.
That's how you know it's live.
Yeah, man. Right. It's awesome. And people, we don't play with tracks or anything. We did for part. It's so funny. I started out just being a musician, and that's all I've ever known. And then I got some hits, and everybody around me was like, this is part of the music business. They're like, hey, you got to get some tracks and some stems and all this stuff. And I'm like, cool. And I went with that for a little bit, and it sounds really good. It sounds exactly like on the record. And we were playing real instruments to it and stuff, but I thought, I don't like it. It just doesn't, this is not authentic, and this is not what people are truly wanting to see from me. I know this in my heart. So a couple years ago, we canned the computers and the tracks. And so, if you hear off notes or you hear something mess up at a Janson show, I mean, just know that you're getting what you're getting, and it's
real.
There is no fixing it. It is real.
Those are the stories everybody tells too. That when something does, if you have to tell the drummer, like, no, man, we're gonna do this song instead, that's the story people repeat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was at a Chris Janson show, and the other guy didn't even know he was gonna play, and he's like, he stopped him. Yeah. And then they did another thing was awesome.
Yeah. Sometimes I just want to play something by myself, and so, usually my hand cues, which are off 90% of the time anyway, but I'm like, stop, or wait, stop, or like, he's like, wait. So, kudos to my band, Josh, and Jeff. I have a 3-piece band behind me, and they're wonderful people, and then they understand how I roll, and they roll the same way. So it just keeps it exciting. There's never a show that's the same ever. Couldn't be. I don't know how that could ever be.
Yeah. It's so fun.
Well, I say we kind of riff here and do something a little crazy. We're doing All I Need Is You right now.
That's,
thank you.
The latest. Chris Janson with us. The album's called The Outlaw Side of Me. We'll come back with more with Chris. Chris Janson enjoying a new album. It's called The Outlaw Side of Me. And
it's nice music.
You like this?
I absolutely love it.
It's kind of swagalicious.
People ask me what I listen to when I'm like just riding around in my truck. Pretty much that.
This is 70s and 80s game show music?
A lot of that.
No, it's the best. It's the best. Here's another one. If you like that, you're going to love this. So we're going to play a game, Chris. It's going to be you and Bubba going head-to-head on who can identify the 90s country music faster. Now, these are all songs from the 90s, some bigger hits than others.
Okay.
Can Carson play along, too? Because she's really good.
Absolutely. So let's just go ahead and jump on into this with some pretty easy ones.
Dumas Walker, Kentucky Headhunters.
There you go. It's going to move.
Says the guy standing behind the computer with the titles.
No, I'm doing it.
Born to Be Blue, the Judds.
Born to Be Blue, the Judds. Is
Dang.
Right. Yes, okay.
I'm not even going to look at the... Ooh, you got me there.
You can have it, guys.
Restless Heart, Dancy's Dream.
There you go.
2 Dozen Roses.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go.
Randy Travis, he walked on water.
Oh my gosh, this album, man. Chicken's back. Okay.
Love that and amen.
Okay, wow.
I would love to let somebody else play, but this is my wheelhouse, bro.
Okay.
No, let him go. It's great.
Let's go to, this is 90s alternative rock. Let's see if anyone knows this song. It's 3 Doors Down, Away from the Sun.
No.
Nope.
Is that even a hit?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm on right now. This is going to completely throw off my algorithm now.
No clue, man.
Okay, here we go.
It must have been Love, Roxette.
Look at Chris.
Wow! Dude, anytime you need Scandinavian duos,
here's the real truth. How many times have you guys asked me, like, what are you listening to lately? And I'm like, Hank Jr. and Jamie Johnson. This goes to show that I pretty much tell you the truth.
I mean, Chris is already tapped out of this dumb game. and then his head's already kind of off to the side. He's not thinking about what other he has to do today. And then all of a sudden, Bubba goes, "Watch that!" And he just pops back.
It's honestly pretty impressive that you know all these.
Yes, we play this game sometimes with Bubba where he just goes and just hits all of these, like, because he was doing
Blaze of Glory.
Yeah,
he was doing all these.
Heart. All I want to
do is make love to you.
Is that all I want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear you redoing this on stage.
Something to believe in.
Poison.
Yeah. Never heard it.
What? Oh, it's a great song.
If it ain't whiskey been held down, there's a good chance I hadn't listened to it.
I get it, but you never heard Poison?
I mean, yeah, talk dirty to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
which is a great song.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I go get beer during a Poison show.
On the TV, talking about the promised land.
Yep, never heard it.
Never heard that. All right, well, that's all right.
So, did I win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Chris didn't even play.
Did you win?
Yeah, really? You just
Yeah,
wanted us to
you won
say
a game when you play by yourself.
The one and only Chris Janson. The album is called The Outlaw Side of Me, and it is called that for a reason. Make sure
It's definitely not the 90s pop songs side of me.
At least you can never say, "God, he was not what I thought he was." Okay?
No, absolutely not. We love you, Chris. Thank you,
I love you
brother.
too.
Well, because over the years, teenage kids have told you to like and subscribe, we don't have to say that anymore.
You know what to do.